Partners in Ministry, a presentation of Josiah White's Quakerdale Foundation, dedicated to growing ministry support networks, introducing people to a cause that connects with their heart, bringing hope and encouragement to our communities as we seek together to serve as Christ served.
Welcome. My name is Dan Smith, and today I'll be talking with Beth Andrew, the Executive Director of Wolfe Ranch at Quakerdale. In this interview, we're going to discuss what's been happening on the ranch since we talked last and what's coming up this summer. Welcome, Beth, and thanks for joining me.
Thanks, Dan.
In my last interview, I visited with your ranch manager, Dave Smith, and I understand now that he has taken a different assignment and you have a new ranch manager. Is that right?
We do. We are super pleased that Sydney York is going to be joining our team. She actually will be moving in this Saturday. She graduated from the University of Wisconsin at River Falls with her degree in equine science or animal science and equine management. So she is ready to hit the ground running. She is a super hard worker and has a great attitude. So we'll be so happy to have Sydney on board.
That's great. So she must be like in her 20s then, fairly young?
She is. She's fairly young. So that means she's going to have a lot of energy.
Yeah, that's great. She kind of have a history then with animals and horses. So she brings that with her from growing up.
She does. She's actually originally from Humboldt. So she's from here in Iowa. So she is an Iowa girl. And she grew up with horses. Long history of working with horses at her own place, as well as work with small animals at a vet clinic. And she's currently, as she leaves the University of Wisconsin at River Falls, she is their swine manager. So she also has some other animal experience. So she's coming to us with a huge wealth of knowledge.
Well, that's great. How in the world did you find out about the ranch?
You know what? We put the ad out on Indeed and she replied. And so she was so excited. We did a Zoom interview. Actually, we did 2 Zoom interviews. And then when I called to offer her the position, she wanted to know if she could come visit. I'm like, absolutely. And this was like just last week. So I'm thinking she's maybe going to come over the weekend. She's like, well, how about Wednesday? I've got some time. So she drove over on last Wednesday and got to have a tour. And it just really solidified that we made a really good choice.
Well, that definitely sounds like somebody that's very excited about the possibility of working with you.
Yes.
Oh, so I know that Wolfe Ranch also is partnered with Quakerdale Family Services. Is there any updates in Quakerdale Family Services as well that's going on?
There is. There's actually some good stuff that's going on with family services as well. We finished our renovations of our counseling office, and you can see that up on our website. So it is just a beautiful, serene, calm place for folks to come into if they want to do in-office counseling with us. I've gotten so much feedback about how they love what we've done with the office. So people want to go over to our Facebook page or and our website and check out that office, and come out and do a tour too. The other thing that we have going on with family services is we've hired an additional clinician. And that is something that we have been needing. And we're going to continue to search and find additional clinicians because there are folks out there that need help and we want to be there to help them. But Darlene Fitkin is going to be joining our team, and she'll be working out of our Waterloo office, and she actually starts on Monday. So her and Sydney are joining the team just about the same time.
Well, that's great. That's neat you're expanding that way. So what are some other things that are happening as far as maybe the summer that's coming up with the ranch? Or you got some activities going on? What's your summer look like?
I'm going to guess it's going to be very busy. We need to get a calendar created. We did not do that just because Sydney, we didn't have a range manager, and now Sydney's on board. So we will be creating a calendar to get those camps out there. However, we do have some events that I do want to mention that are already on the calendar. The first one is on Friday, June 10th, and it's going to be from 6 to 8 p.m. And it is partnering with Pitchfork Primitive and Fodder and they are coming over and they are going to lead a class on how to create a charcuterie board.
Hmm.
So it's something new we've never done before. She's never done this type of event before either, but we're all, super pleased that this is something new that we're going to be able to offer. So look in the future for additional events like that we're going to be hosting and providing. It's just something that we think that we need to have events at an event center with the ranch. We have a perfect venue for it. So that's the first one. And then we also have an event, and this is for those equine lovers. This will be in September, and it's actually, let me look at my dates, make sure I got them right. Thursday, September 8th, Friday, September 9th, and Saturday, September 10th. We are going to be hosting the OK Corral series, and they're coming out. Greg Kirsten is coming out again. He's been with us in the past multiple times, and he's going to be helping us host a certification training for those folks that love horses and want to, start to do something maybe different with the horses. You can get certified to provide both equine assisted psychotherapy and equine assisted learning. Keep in mind, if you're going to be doing a psychotherapy piece of it, you do have to be a licensed clinician in the state of Iowa. However, if you are an equine person or someone who isn't licensed, you can also become an equine specialist through this training, and you can work together with a licensed therapist and provide that service. So we always have a huge, really good turnout for that event. So I just kind of want to get that event out there and let people know that that will be happening in September.
Okay. And so watch your website for it. Is the registration already up or is it coming?
The registration is actually already up. There's a link
Okay.
to it in our calendar as well as on our Facebook page. I haven't got it up on our website, but it will be up on our website. And the registration link is right there in the calendar. So click on it and it'll take you where you need to go.
Yeah, super. That reminds me, you've got a really new look on both of your websites at the Family Services and Wolf Ranch. It looked pretty sharp.
Yes, we've been working on those. So we actually partnered up with Ron Keener, and he is helping us do those, and he is doing a great job. We're really happy with the results that we're having.
Are you thinking you're going to be able to offer any kid camps at all this summer, maybe?
Yes, we will be offering kid camps this summer. So we've got one that we're working on right now that we knew that we had Sydney coming on board. So we've reached out to one of the folks that wanted to do a camp that we were saying, let's wait until we get everything solidified. So now that we have Sydney coming, that camp will be happening. And then we also will definitely be having our My Pretty Pony camp and cowboy camp. And so those will probably be later in the summer, maybe August, maybe early September. So, and in addition to that, we're going to work with Sydney because I think she's got some ideas. So there may be some new kinds of things happening out at the ranch in regards to camps and horses and trying to get adults as well as kids involved.
Super. Riding lessons, those still going to be going on this summer?
They absolutely will be going on this summer. So people can be calling and start to schedule some riding lessons.
So be sure to look at your website, which you guys can see is right here on the screen for you, the website for the ranch. For all these kind of things, up and coming events, things that are happening now, that's the way to stay involved. I think, if I'm not mistaken, and you're going to need to do a little explaining on this one, the rumor mill has it that you are actually thinking about or in the process of establishing a cat cafe. Is that
We
right?
are. We
Okay.
are.
What
We
is a
are.
cat cafe and why does a horse ranch want to have a cat cafe? Obviously, the cats aren't coming to have coffee and latte. So there's got to be something else that's going on here.
Yes, exactly. So it actually is coming out of our strategic planning. We know because there's a lot of research out there how much animals help people with mental and emotional well-being, as well as all kinds of like leadership, social skills, calming. Just there's so many things that animals help us with, and so we're like, how else can we help animals? We've got the horses here. What else can we do? And I actually visited a cat cafe in San Francisco and fell in love with the idea. Just had a fabulous time there. And they've opened one in Iowa as well, in West Des Moines. And so I've also visited that cat cafe. And really, basically, Dan, what it is it is an adoption service for the cats. However, it's an interaction service as well. So you pay a fee and you get to hang out with the cats. You get
Huh.
to pet them, you get to, play with them, you get to just be with them. And it's just a lot of fun. It benefits the cats, it benefits the humans. So it benefits both. Now, keeping in mind, there are some folks that may be allergic to cats, but they would like to just come observe the cats. That's going to be an option too, because we are going to build it such that you can just watch the cats and not necessarily interact with the cats. So you can do both options. So we have a name. The name is Whiskers and Manes.
Huh.
And we're working with the Animal Rescue League. So they came out and visited us last week, and we're going to visit them next week. So we're looking to develop a partnership with them. So that's where the cats will come from. And so we're just really pleased and just thrilled beyond belief that this is going to be something that we can make happen. So our next step is fundraising and getting renovations. So we're gathering bids right now, and they're like, cat cafe, just like you, Dan. What in the heck is a cat cafe? So the contractors are learning about what it is as well.
Huh. So you did mention that there's going to be some fundraising that's going to need to be happen. Roughly, do you have an idea of how much you're going to need to raise?
We're thinking that it's going to be right around $50,000.
Okay. All right. And then if I'm one of my listeners and I would like to try to contribute to that project, how would I go about doing that?
Just call us at the office, and you can talk with my office manager, Debbie, and she can get you all the information about sending a check, take a credit card, however you want to pay.
Okay. Super, super. Well, that sounds pretty exciting. You got some new people joining your team. You've got some new programs that are going. The one last thing that I want to push, if you guys are not aware of it, is be sure to check out the ranch for any kind of family activities or a weekend retreat or a family party. I tell you what, all the improvements that have been happening the last year plus out at the ranch, this is a first class place, and it is so relaxing, and the staff are just so wonderful, and it can be with or without the horses, or just sitting around a campfire, or hanging out inside the ranch and maybe singing some songs or something. But it just is a wonderful place. So be sure to check it out. You got the information right here on the screen. Give them a call, send them an email. You will not regret, even if you only can spend just an hour or so out there. It really will be worth your time. So Beth, thank you so much for joining me. If you've got questions, or if you'd like to learn more about what's going on at the ranch or Quakerdale Family Services, information's here on the screen. You can also find it in the show notes for this video, as well as the description on the YouTube link as well. So Beth, thanks for joining us, and thank you for being a part and taking some time to listen. Until next time, let's get out there and serve as Christ serves.
This has been a presentation of Partners in Ministry, a podcast of Josiah White's Quakerdale Foundation. To learn more and see the show notes for this and other episodes, visit our website. To stay informed of up and coming broadcasts, subscribe to our e-newsletter. To invest in our mission, donate today.